Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, dude. The heck? Talking to myself for like 13 minutes. I haven't been here that long. Mic is not working. I gotta see if the game audio is working. That's perfect that you couldn't hear me because I was complaining. So, hey, we didn't spread any negativity today. That's a positive. That's a positive. I was only talking about how impatient I was. And look at the lesson. I was feeling impatient, and so I was forced to be patient. That's God. That's a lesson. I wonder what she does if her toilet gets clogged. Like, it's not something you really think about. I guess it works the same. If your toilet gets clogged in the ocean, I mean, she probably has a plunger. I feel like, I just wonder about stuff like that. All right, anything else? Oh, look at her toothbrush. We should all brush our teeth every night. Brush and floss. We have mining issues. We have whales dying. I feel like that's normal. If it's, I mean, it's the ocean. Like whales probably die there. I would imagine, but it could be unnatural. Like I told you before, those sonic booms that they do under the water, those like blast the eardrums out of the fish, and that's why you get those mass beachings. Now that's not, don't quote me, okay, but that's a theory as to why, because they don't actually know why you have these like mass beachings of whales and all kinds of fish and sharks and stuff like that. But there's a theory that underwater sonar or whatever they're doing under there blast their eardrums out so they can't swim anymore and they die and they get washed up on shore. We can look that up, okay? Now let's get in this suit. Forgot how to do this. That's why I was walking around like that.
Day 14. Arena's
Two
analysis of
weeks?
the whale fall shows evidence of toxins from a harmful algal bloom. We have to find Andrea and her family and get biosamples.
Can't believe it's already been two
On a
weeks.
positive note, Andrea's side trip was a success. He found an amazing group of teens who have been nurturing the turtle population back to health.
Oh, it was
Planning our
teens.
dive time, especially if I go home early. Ready to dive.
Why would we go home early? Wow. So, okay, flashback. If you haven't watched Play this game like 2 months ago, Andre a long time ago was like doing something with some leatherback turtles. I don't remember exactly what. Maybe just trying to save them, make sure they get into the ocean. Leatherback turtles are like, I'm gonna look up and see if they're extinct. They're not extinct. Oh my gosh, no, but they're like rare. Do you know? Aren't they? They're humongous. Let me see how. You know how they tell you what kind of oh, they're vulnerable. See? Okay. So in this game, basically, we were swimming around and all of a sudden we saw a bunch of baby leatherback turtles, which is like a miracle. And our boss, what's his name? Andre. Where our name is Andre and his name is Andre. That's interesting. But he didn't know how those turtles got there. He kind of seemed upset about it, which was weird. But apparently, off screen, we find out that teens have been the ones like helping the turtles like get the population back up. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool project for like a young person to do, like saving a species.
I'm in and okay.
Oh my gosh,
This area looks so different at night. I used to love diving in the moonlight.
why is she so sad?
One was active in this area as
Because of
recently
the
as an hour ago,
because of the whale fall.
When was the last tracking data for the baby or its mother?
days ago. But they could be with the pod right now and just not making any noise.
I can understand grieving. I mean, I should be a little more sensitive to her. Okay, let's get this scanner out. I don't exactly know what we're doing here. We still have a lot of fish to scan. We've already been to this area, but it's like nighttime now. It's just like we're swimming in the moonlight, which is also cool. I want to know how moonlight affects fish. Like, that moonlight affects, I don't know if it's the light, the moon, right? It affects the tides and things like that. How does it affect the fish? Are there like any werewolf type situations that happen because of the moon in the water in the ocean? You know what I'm talking about? I feel like we have stuff like that on Earth, like on land, where the full moon, the phases of the moon affects the natural state of animals. But what about the fish? How are they affected? Is this the fastest I can swim? Well, we're gonna go straight to the thing because, dang, that's the fastest I can swim. We're gonna go straight here because, I mean, like, I could look around, but you can see I've scanned a lot of these animals already. Wow, look at that. That's cool. That's really cool. Like how dark it is. This looks pretty. I've been thinking I want to get a lava lamp.
There you go, first waypoint. They'll load automatically from here on in. I have the Explorer drones patrolling to get as many eyes and ears looking for the pod as possible.
Do I need the buoys?
No, we'll use the hydrophones on the drones. They don't have the range or fidelity of the boys, but we need speed.
Thanks.
kind of not super being a good...
You know that no chatter rule was just for the vent area, right?
I'm sorry?
I think he's pointing out that you seem distracted.
Yeah, I am distracted.
I'm back.
IRL too.
Talk to me about something positive, Andre. Were you able to make contact with the teenagers you were telling me about?
They've been helping the leatherback turtle population rebound here in the region. They've developed a nest cooling technology to help the baby turtles. They've also built their own tracking drones.
Teens with tech. Sounds like you've inspired some citizen scientists, Andre.
Why don't... Okay, like, maybe they had the idea on their own. Did they say, like, oh, Andre was our inspiration? Do you know what I mean? Why are we, like... Maybe they read his files or whatever. But... Oh, great Barracuda. Okay. I was gonna say I'm not being a very good listener tonight. Like, I super don't really care about anything they have to say at this time. But I also want to know what's going on. Like, he said something about something popping up by itself now. But I don't really know. Sperm whale. We are getting a biosample. Which means we probably have to, like, pluck the skin off this thing like a biopsy. You know those biopsy things are like... They're like circular staples. Healthy sperm whale. Good for you. Okay, so we got one. Okay, so now the other... All a bunch of stuff is popping up now. Okay, I see. Alright, so now we just have to track all these other creatures out here in the deep. Pretty simple assignment for the day, I say. And we are out here. This is... You could just get... You know what I mean? Like, swallowed whole. You don't even... You can't see it coming, nothing. I saw this video the other day, literally like yesterday, talking about why you should never jump off a boat into the ocean like a cruiser. Like a cruiser. Those big ones. The cruise ships. And like, they threw like some little stuff into the ocean and like a bunch of like tiny fish came and like got it, right? We're talking about a bunch of them though, like hundreds of them. And then they threw bigger meat and then a bunch of sharks came out of nowhere. Every day I kind of less and less want to go in the ocean. On a boat though. A boat's still cool, I feel. Maybe. I still like whale watching. Oh my gosh.
Remember having dolphins and dive objectives?
I added them
Never mind.
because of their role in the disease that hit the dolphin population a few years back.
I was looking at this. I was like, oh, look at that jellyfish. But that's just that buoy thing we have to like blah. Like, you know, we go and talk to sometimes. Man, I have to scan all of these? Like me? Like, I'm not the type to be in a bad mood and also try to be around people and talk to them. Like, unless I'm like, yo, I'm not in a good mood, so, oh, my tone might be crappy or whatever. Like, I just feel like, just say you don't feel good, and then, okay, you know, free for all, however you want to be and have an attitude, but like, I don't know, it bothers me to have a tone. Never mind, just shut up, Marissa. Let's do this. Scan this dolphin's head. Get the sample. I'm telling you, this is like the hardest thing on the planet. I'd rather solve like a book of math problems right now. Okay, is this one healthy? Yeah. Man, we gotta ask every single one of y'all? I would actually be really fascinated to know about like infectious diseases between dolphins or marine animals, like how contagious, like what contagion looks like for them, how they pass along, you know, all their issues and stuff like that. We don't really talk about that ever. I've never heard anything like this. Do you know, I mean, maybe I have, but you know, like, what disease do dolphins get that they can spread to their people? And can we give diseases to them? Bet we could. I scanned the wrong one. Now there's like, it keeps, the face keeps doing that. Maybe this will be like the sick dolphins. It would be cool to find some sick ones, just so we can learn more about that. I don't even like, oh my gosh, it's not even a dolphin. It's an orca. My favorite planet on the animal. It's the one. It's my favorite planet. No, it's not. It's my favorite animal in the whole world. Orcas are supreme beings. The matriarchs of the sea. My inspiration. Favorite planet in the ocean? It's this one. Malnourished orca. Why? Why does this one have to be the one that's sick? Let's nurse it back to health. Let's take it with us. We can feed it. We can make it grow. She's not even gonna remark on that. Malnourished orca. Where did it go? It disappeared so fast. What? It's so dark out here. Just gone from me. Forever. We only had a moment. We shared just a moment in time. That's love. That's love, actually, sometimes. Sometimes it's just a moment. It's not love. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a passing glance. And then you never see them again. Oh, there it is. It's true love. It came back. It's fate. This one does look small. And it's not even in a pod. That's not kosher. Orcas travel in pods. They stay in them forever. Like wolves. They are the wolves of the sea, you know. The coolest animals. Male butterfly fish. I saw something over here also. I was a little distracted. Chit-chatting away. Okay, we'll find it another time. Wow, a malnourished orca. There it is, we found it. Look at this. Oh, this looks different. Tricolored parrotfish we've seen. We only need to see one more grouping of those. One more gathering. I could, like, man, I want to get a gigantic, like, if you know what black work is, tattoo work, it's just all black ink, but it's like heavy black work. I have forever wanted a gigantic orca on my thigh. That's just like all black work. And the one guy I wanted to do it, he doesn't do that style anymore. He only does like geometric stuff now, but he was so good. Wish he never changed his mind. Okay, a whale shark. Let's see how you're feeling.
I have the lab ready to start work on the samples when you're done with your dive.
How quickly will you get results?
We can do initial screens quickly to narrow things down.
Have you decided
Healthy.
whether or not you want another dive back at the brine pool?
With everything going on, I really hadn't had the chance to look at the schedule, but I would always say yes to that.
Right.
I'm hungry. That's 5 in the morning.
I'm near the waypoint and can hear a humpback singing, but I don't see it. I think I'm losing it. It's gotta be close. I feel like it's singing right in my ear.
Try a scan visor.
That's totally weird.
Scan visor.
I see a scan dot, but nothing's there. I think the humpback is invisible.
We're literally not even close
I'm
yet.
afraid I'm the invisible whale.
I'm definitely losing it. I thought you just said you're an invisible whale.
Well, not me. The humpback song I generated. You're at a playback station. It's pretty small on the buoy line, but in the dark you probably can't see the line.
Well, it must be pretty authentic. At least enough to convince your drone.
Oh, we're seeing a bunch of fish again.
Have you heard back from Ren yet?
No.
Dude,
Is Ren okay?
what?
Rai, are you there?
I'm not sure.
Pardon?
You don't know what?
I meant about Ren. I don't know. We had a fight right before I left the sub.
Do you want to call her now? I can patch you through.
Seriously? Here?
Well, I have to watch your video feed for safety, but I can mute your audio track for privacy.
Sure, you're gonna
Oh,
mute it.
I've never talked to her while I was diving. No, I'll wait for the sub.
I'm telling you right now, like, life is too short to be not talking and not communicating. I don't care. It is so, like, get over yourself. I was thinking of very fine lines, lots of squares and lines intertwined. Ah, yes. That sounds cool too, but I'm thinking more like heavy black work is known for like taking up huge portions of your skin and just being all black ink. You know, like it's not usually thin lines. They have that is a style of tattooing though, but it's like it's like blacked out parts of your body. And a lot of people who, I mean, not a lot of people, but traditionally it was for just like getting like your entire arm just black ink because people like the way it feels, but it became more stylistic where you can get like shapes and you know like just more artistic versions of black work now. If that makes any sense at all, because I don't feel like I described that in a way that made sense, but hopefully it did. You can just Google black work tattoos. Heavy black work. Communication important. You know, maybe you're not good at it, try, just do it. Life is short. And people are always like, oh, I didn't tell her how I felt and oh, she thought I was mad at her. That's because you didn't talk. Communicate. I literally was crying the other day before bed because I was like, man, I really love my mom. And so I called her at like 5 in the morning and she's up because that's when she wakes up. That's when I go to bed basically. And I told her. And I tell her all the time, that lady knows. That lady knows. A day will not pass by where she ever questions this. Nobody who I care about is going to question that. It's adorable. It's just, just this typical 5 a.m. cry before bed. Oh, here's the humpback. Scan for a bio thing. I'm not sure I should call my mom to tell her I still hate her. Nobody would profit from that. You know, not unless it was really like pulling on you, like if it was like eating at you, like, man, she really doesn't know how much I resent her or blah. I feel like that's actually totally valid too. You know, people also need to know how people need to know how you made them feel, positive or negative. You know what I mean? It's all growth. It's all growth in conversation.
Okay, Mariah, you're on. The drone on the outer patrol just picked up several sperm whales on visual.
Thanks.
No sound alerts at all. They're being awfully quiet.
How? Because we're standing right next to them and they're trying to sleep. This one's very healthy. Humpback whale. Well, by itself in the middle of the night. We are scanning every single whale out here right now. Hey, I would play Freddy Fish still. Putt putt. I would play, you know, oh my god! I got. Hold on, let me hit the reverse real quick because I cannot stand this imagery. This is the most unsettling thing, not ever. It's absolutely up there for me. Top 10. These whales sleeping like this? I can't stand it. It's the creepiest thing ever. They look like torpedoes. And I'm yelling and it's 5 in the morning. Who do I think I am? Who do I think I am? But look at these whales though. It's very creepy. It's very disturbing. Look, we're gonna wake them up. They're gonna freak out and eat us.
Yes, that is them. I don't see the baby, but it's a little dark.
Yeah, it's a little.
They're moving.
They're
Yeah.
sleeping.
Cause
I had no idea. They look alien, but beautiful.
If you don't
they
mind,
do not look
I'm
beautiful.
just gonna mute my comm while I get the samples.
I don't think they can hear us through your visor.
I think she is the one that is needing some quiet.
Thanks, Serena. Catch you at the sub. Mariah out.
Dude. Also, I'm actually still kind of annoyed by the main protagonist. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. You know, coneheads sleep like this, standing up, and they are aliens as well, but they do it better. It's not creepy when they do it. Yeah, it's amazing they can sleep holding their breath. Is that what's happening? I guess it has to be, huh? Because they're mammals still. They got a breach. It's like some humans made a vertical car storage. It's really just like, I don't know. It's just not for me. Like, it's just so like, what happens if you wake them up? What do they do? Let's get the science behind that. Also, what I was talking about, the main protagonist is annoying me because, you know, never mind. Never mind. I think I've made my point. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed when I'm thinking about it. I should stop. Oh, low-level toxin detected. I don't know what that means. Ma'am, coneheads ain't real, though. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Earl? Coneheads not real? Maybe. You know, when I made that comparison, nothing in my brain was like, you're comparing a fictional comedy movie to real whale activity. These whales, it's because I actually think that the ocean is space, part of space, a version of space, and everything under the ocean is an alien, potentially. I think a lot of stuff on Earth can be aliens. I've talked about this. Moose are aliens. Giraffes are aliens. You know, so definitely, have you seen some of the things that live in the ocean? Who's to say what's alien and what's not? Who makes that definition? Does an alien have to be from space, or can it just be otherworldly? Because look at this, and tell me this isn't the most otherworldly thing you've ever seen. Listen, I'm not saying I'm from this planet. I don't think I am. With confidence, I do not think I'm from Earth. I could be half earthly, absolutely. Partially. But fully, never. Oh, they got low-level toxin. I don't know what that means, but they got it. I kind of hope, like, it'd be cool if they woke up and, like, ate her. But they wouldn't do that. They're all sick, man. This must be the contagion. They must have some kind of virus and, like, they're all passing it to each other. My girl Sue just solved the Fermi paradox on her own. I don't know what that... Oh my god, it's waking up! I just... Oh my... First of all, bring it down. That was ridiculous reaction. But I just said, what if they all wake up? And they did! And that's terrifying. You know, my mommy, she's the ocean doctor. The ocean is sick and she's trying to make it better. That's a cute quote. No other sentient life comes here because of giraffes and whales. Oh, is that the Fermi paradox? Like why aliens haven't visited us yet? Google Dr. Stephen Greer. I think I spelled his name right when you can, okay? They think Earth is the biggest creep fest in the universe. We really are up there, honestly, in terms of creepiness. We are up there. Okay, wait a second. Wait, Stephen Greer. Doctor? Stephen? American ufologist. Is it ufologist? Ufologist? Hey, what about this man? He said he saw a UFO when he was just 8. He saw when he was 18. Let me tell you, I've never seen any UFOs. And I'm actually not the type. Like, I do not want to have any close encounters of the third, fourth, seventh. Doesn't matter what kind. I don't want to see an alien. I don't want to actually see most things, mythical or otherwise, because that means other stuff is out there too. And I'm talking about some darker stuff, and that's scary, you know? He has had real encounters with extraterrestrials, more than one species. I gotta check him out then. It says he's got some documentaries. Is it gonna scare me? Probably. That was such a short mission. He's currently on the second government's hit list. Yes, second government. You gonna get my stream shut down, Earl? No, just kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm all about this. I'm all about this. The secret government that no one knows about. We know about it. You do. I know. I'm not even. None of this. I will not bat an eye at the idea of a secret government. I won't blink. Okay, these are her notes. Oh, look at this whale bone she found. Now let me tell you, there's something I have eaten. This just unlocked a memory. This bone, it might be oxtail. I don't know. My grandma used to make something, and it has this giant bone in it. I think it's oxtail, but this makes me think of it, and it makes me so hungry. Like a bone marrow or something, some bone marrow thing. I love bone marrow. Like any kind of bone wing I have, it's getting chomped up to get the nutrients on the inside. And I figured out as a young age that you should eat your bones. Now I don't like chew them, swallow them. I break them open. I get the bone marrow, having myself a time. But that's nutrients. My body as a child knew to crack open the bone and eat it. Nobody ever told me to do that. That's instinct. That's me as a survivor, making sure I get every single supplement that I can to be healthy. Okay. Coastal region, last dive. Coastal runoff. Large hab? Atoll? Didn't anyone detect the bloom? Confirm Ocean X could pick up early. Irina, any surprises in the samples? Okay, we're at the coastal region. Last dive? What? Is this game almost over? I thought we were gonna do some more stuff. Can't be last dive. We've barely seen any. You say I'm just weird? Okay. I am. I really am. And I'm really trying to embrace that as I get older. Every single day, I want to just be, like, honest with myself. I've always known I was strange. Always. But, like, it's really just becoming. It's really becoming. Ever since I hit 30, it's all uphill from here, you know? Let it out. Oh, yeah, this is the family portrait again. We've seen this one. She's got it out because she misses her people. What's that? Marzipan? I've heard of marzipan. I don't know what it is, though. She got some tea out, too. Life is too short. That's the theme for tonight. Life is too short. I just want to have good memories. I just want to have memories. Okay. Yes. So, wait. Okay, wait. Okay. No evidence of disease. Irina testing for toxins possibly related to harmful algae blooms. Okay, one of these is deceased. 2 are missing. The mom and the baby are missing. But you know what? Here's my theory about these whales. Animals are smart. Way smarter than we ever give them credit for. The mom, who just had a baby, she's like, oh, all these other whales got some low-level toxins in them. I'm taking my baby out of here until they can be healed because I don't want this to spread to my baby. That's what I'm thinking. I feel the same way, weird, oozing out from me that I've always kept concealed. I don't know if I have ever kept that concealed. It's almost like, you know, avoided people, but never, like, it's kind of hard for me to hide my personal oddities. But I think I am. Sometimes I think I'm being stealthy with it, but I have never heard that I'm not. I have never heard that. I think people are surprised, maybe just a little bit, with actually how odd I really am. But they do know that there's some semblance of weird. And I think maybe like I don't know. I've had modifications and stuff as a young person from like 14, and I've always kind of had like my own personal style. So I feel like visibly I probably look stranger to other people, especially like certain areas I grew up in. Cause like actually, like, let's not talk. I I don't know how to finish conversations. Well, cause I grew up in the hood, and I grew up in the suburbs, and I was strange in both of those environments. Yeah. So I like physically to my peers. So I feel like the physicalness was strange for people. I wouldn't say I was ever strange, but then the personality it's also like a weird one. A weird one. Okay. Let's listen to these messages.
Hello, Mirai. It's me. I don't see a sample from either the baby or the mother.
That's because they weren't there.
Arthur said you were going back out to look for them. I know you are still deciding, but I told him you're thinking about leaving the expedition early. As soon as I have results.
Oh, she's thinking about leaving early. That's why I said last dive, question mark. Man, should suck it up, dude. Like, come on. What? Okay, only leave the dive early if you're gonna like go be with your family and like fix things with them, but like not because you're being having a little pity party. I don't know. I got zero sympathy for her right now because like I don't care. Yeah, I grew up in San Francisco for like the first formative years of my life, and my dad was modified. He always has been. Tattoos and piercings. My dad? That is definitely, I get a hefty dose of my strangeness from him. Absolutely. But like, I never thought it was weird because my family looks like me. My dad did. Do you know what I mean? But other people were not like this where I was at. So they thought it was strange, which made me be like, whoa, is this strange? Because no one else is doing it? Do you know what I mean? But nowadays, modifications are kind of like normal, but man, I cannot express enough how they absolutely were not when I was growing up, which, partly because we moved out of San Francisco, but I'm losing my vision. All right, let's go. Next call. Next caller. What are you doing? Sit back down. I press the wrong button. It's my fault. I'm blaming you. I did it again. That's okay. That's okay. This is a good exercise. This is how she gets her fitness. Oh, you want to get a nose piercing, but I got older generational men in my family that just take two. Yes. Oh my gosh. And you look up to them, but wait, that just take two weird. Wait, in my family, that just take two weird. So they take weird to it, and you look up to them, but they're not open-minded. Do you know what I mean? I almost beat up a kid in like 3rd or 4th grade because they said something about my dad having piercings. That kid almost got knocked out. All right? Because that was like a stigma, men having ear piercings and nose piercings. My dad has his nose pierced, and he's had his tongue pierced. His eyebrow thing. He has shaved off every single hair on his face before, his eyebrows included, just to see what it would look like. He's dyed his hair blonde and red. He was definitely an innovator. But yeah, no, like, yeah, that sucks that that's even still a stigma at all. Like, so many other places do that culturally. Best daughter ever, he never knew that. He never knew that story, but I try to be. I don't let nobody get made fun of, especially for visuals things. People who make fun of other people's appearances are low-level thinkers. Low-level thinkers. It's not even funny. I have a zero tolerance policy for stuff like this. What are we doing? Did I listen to this? No, because I pressed the wrong button like 18 times.
Mirai, I think I have a location for the mother and baby.
Oh, so now she has to stay.
Just outside the research zone by those teenagers I was telling you about. Now, I don't have much data, but the report doesn't sound positive. I'll let Irina know as well.
This is gonna make what's-her-face even more depressed. Alright, let's call her sister.
Hello?
See if we can fix this, what's happening. Were you asleep? Is now a good time? Were you asleep?
Were you asleep? It's the middle of the day. Why does that matter?
I didn't mean to be judgmental. Oh my gosh. I thought, like, were you asleep was like, hey, like, am I bothering you? I felt like, is now a good time? I don't know. I thought like where you asleep was more like doting. Cause that's like when I call my sister, it's kind of like, hey, are you sleepy? Or something, you know, like I ask her because I want to make sure I didn't just bother her and she's mentally stable enough to have a phone call. I don't know. So like, let's make this about her.
Did you say school wasn't working out?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Listen, I'm exhausted. I'll catch you later, okay?
Bren, please don't hang up. Bren?
She did not want to talk to me.
Okay.
Wow, she just hang up on me? Yo, absolutely not. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. That almost felt like that was a real thing taking place. Unacceptable. She getting a call back. In fact, I'm actually leaving the submarine and driving to her house. Unacceptable. Life is too short. Hang up on my face? God, people need to get it together. I'm supposed to go on a dive right now? I can't even think anymore. Now I'm thinking about my sister. What's like, should I have asked about school? Like, I was just trying to bond. I'm trying to make amends. It's not my fault that I'm playing the protagonist who's a terrible communicator. It's not me, God. It's not my fault. Okay, that's a cool image, I guess. Look at this big first aid kit. That's good. That's handy. Alright. We're going back into the dive because Andre has found the location of the mom and the baby, but he said it's not good.
Same night, last dive. We're near the coastal area where Andrea and her mother were last spotted.
Oh, same night.
So checked and rechecked. Can't risk any exposure in case the bloom hasn't completely resolved. Hard to swim after absorbing neurotoxin. Seriously. Diving now.
Hard to swim after absorbing neurotoxin? So did you absorb it? Suit checked and rechecked? Can't... So she's just saying she's being extra cautious because if she does absorb the neurotoxin from the algae bloom, she'll die. And I feel like, okay, an algae bloom, is that a naturally occurring thing? Is that just part of life? If an algae bloom comes to be and it makes the things in the ocean sick and the whales sick, but it's a naturally occurring thing, I just feel like that's life, you know? Let's not stop that from happening. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm the only person sometimes... Oh, wait.
Are you sure you want to do this dive?
I'm okay.
And you're sure you want to record in our streaming format?
Yes.
Ready? Recording now.
Tonight we're recording from the open ocean in the Western Pacific. For those of you who are returning, we're trying to get an updated status on the mother and baby sperm whale that we've been following on our stream. We're recording tonight's stream because we have reports that the mother whale is distressed, and we don't want to surprise viewers if these reports are true.
After discovering a whale fall in our research zone, we suspected that the whales may have been exposed to a toxin or pathogen, and are currently investigating.
Black wedge
Samples
butterfly
from several
fish.
females in the pod tested positive for a toxin that we believe resulted from exposure to a harmful algal bloom near the coastal area just outside our research zone.
Wait, so they're live streaming. They said so this is what they said. They said they think the mother whale is in distress and they want to film it so that people know exactly what's going on, but like, would it not stress the whale out even more? Potentially. Not that the audience is here, but I'm just saying. We saw a new species here. This black wedge butterfly fish. Interesting. This is a cool area. I really like it. It's very much giving Little Mermaid. More damselfish. It would be cool if we could breach ourselves and like just pop our heads up out of the ocean. You can in what's that other one? The other one with the aliens. What's that? Subnautica. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You can like pop your head. At least in the first one. No, in both of them you can like pop your head in and out of the water. That is cool. Oh wow, there's a bunch of whatever these are. Oh, leatherback turtle babies! They're getting bigger! Are they? They look bigger. Turtles are very interesting creatures. They're so, like, uniquely them. There aren't any other animals that look like turtles. Do you know what I mean? Like, what other animal has a shell and a... What other animal looks like this? Hermit crab? I did not play Subnautica. I've seen it played. Ah, you're making food? I will not be envious. I will be happy for you. I've watched Subnautica. I have not had the joy of playing it. Maybe one day before I die. And I'm super courageous. But yeah, you know how, like, horses... Okay, like, hear me out. Horses, kinda. Okay, horses look like mules and donkeys. And giraffes and zebras and goats and moose, whatever. They all kind of look like that. Elephants look like rhinos, you know, that look like hippos. Okay. What do turtles also look like? They're like the only creature that looks like that. In fact, the only other creature, for whatever reason, my brain thinks kind of looks like a turtle is a platypus. And platypuses don't even have shells. But if you look at how a platypus is splayed out, now platypus looks like a duck, right? Because it has the bill. But think about how a platypus is splayed out. Okay, first of all, let me just make sure that you can understand my argument real quick. Look at how a turtle looks. They've got the flippers to the side and to the back. And they got that tail in the back too. Platypuses, have you ever seen them move? They have their arms, like little arms, just splayed out. Arms and legs like that. And the tail in the back, kind of like flat tail. Kind of looks like a turtle to me without a shell. When you conceptualize that the shell of a turtle is literally a breathing, functional, alive organ, part of their body, it seems so weird. Yeah, I'd never think about that. Because I didn't know that at all. That's really interesting. Why do people touch them? Why do people touch them? Their shells. I didn't know they breathe through those. Man, gosh. Wow. What else is like a turtle? Nothing? A clam? An organ? The shell's an organ? All turtles? Even, what about, or tortoises too? Tortoises too? Can breathe through their shell? Or whatever you just said? Okay, into the deep. Into the deep we go. Wow, it's really deep out here, man. Honestly, this game would be better if it didn't have this netting around it. It just takes away the ambiance. Oh, this doesn't look like... Oh, it is a sperm whale.
As I approach the whales, I'm gonna turn off my mic, but keep on my video feed.
Yeah. Be peaceful.
No.
Oh, no! The mom's dying? Oh, this is sick. Not in a good way. Oh, this is gross to me. I don't know, like... I don't like... This make me uncomfortable.
The whales that we tested showed low level of this toxin, so we do not believe they will suffer from long-term effects.
Oh, they're just sick right now?
However, we expect that the mother whale
Oh.
was exposed to a higher level and was also more vulnerable because of her pregnancy.
This is sad, actually. What's this baby gonna do? We need to take it to its aunt. See how sick the baby is. Look, it's like it's freaking out. Andrea appears healthy. Okay, wait. Oh, the baby's name is Andrea? What the heck is my name in this game? Oh no, it's Bambi's mom all over again. Oh my gosh, Bambi's like literally, that's a one-time watch. I don't think I've ever seen the movie more than once. Probably have, but I don't remember. That is a sad movie. Okay, the baby's healthy. Oh, I didn't zoom scan the mom, just the baby. Oh my god, the orcas. They're gonna come eat these people. That's what I would do if I was an orca. Survival of the fittest. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. If they come save this baby, do orcas do stuff like this?
Those orcas sure look like they are threatening the baby whale.
They're gonna eat this creature. Listen, this is nature's way. We better not get involved. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not coming in between an orca and its food. Ever. Scan this thing. It's dead. Oh. If they eat this, they're gonna get sick. Rest in peace, Mom. No, not my mom. I can't believe I just said that. So I need to relax. Just chill out. Rest in peace to the sperm whale, Mom. Where's it gonna go, dude? Oh, where did all these other sperm whales come from? Orcas definitely do not mess around.
Stay close to your aunties. They know the way.
Who called them? Who called them to come here? That baby almost got eaten. Wow, this is kind of sad, huh? It faded
As
away
far
like
as
an
we
RPG
know,
character.
Those were the only 2 whales affected by the bloom. With all of Andrea's technology genius, he still hasn't invented a way to be in two places at the same time. Before my flight home landed, Arena
What?
and Andre had already confirmed the location of the harmful bloom.
What about the miners?
I stayed close to home with Nana until she passed the next year. Ren moved in with me to save money while she finished school, which was great.
Did you guys actually communicate? Did you like actually talk to each other?
It was Ren's idea to keep the live stream going remotely using one of Andre's drones. But it was my fabulous idea to have Ren join the stream to choose the questions from the audience. She is definitely a hit.
2 years later in the Western Pacific.
I can't lie. It's great to be diving again. While I was away, the baby became an auntie.
In 2 years? The baby became an auntie?
I think she likes it. She still buzzes me when I play my coda sounds, so that is still a mystery. But I swear, we understand each other completely.
Replay regions. You have unlocked the free swim mode. You are free to explore each region at your own pace. Wow. Well, that was a short little game, huh? I don't know if it's just my mood, but that was anticlimactic. That's good games. I mean, no. See, usually I like to watch the credits, but we're not listening to nobody sing. Let's get out of here. Alright, well, you know, I'm kind of disappointed. This is a great game, but like, just wish it was longer. Like, wanted to like explore more areas of the ocean. Just a little bit more interactive. I just felt like it ended abruptly. Like, it ended with the main protagonist being in a sour mood. The mom whale died. Okay, that's fine, but the mining thing. Did we really wrap that up? You know, whatever happened with her grandma and her sister moving in, and just a below average ending for me. I don't know, made me kind of sleepy as well. Maybe I'm just getting tired. Maybe I'm just getting cranky. Normal. I mean, we can explore other regions. Still other fish I didn't see, but hold on, let me just check this real quick. Yeah, there's no other new calls. Let me see. I guess I could just look at the fish that... I am getting kind of tired, I think. Let's look at this fish. Okay. Did we see every fish in the ocean? Answer me this. What do the exclamation marks mean? I mean, we've seen everything. We didn't see every single one, but we've seen every fish. I'm personally not gonna 100% this game. You know, it would be one thing if we still had more levels to go through, but it's not that appealing. So we might miss some things, but I feel like we did mostly a good job.